G'day everyone, this is James and welcome back to the channel. As always, if you'd like to subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment below, ring the notification bell, all of that good stuff. It's always appreciated. And thank you to all the new subscribers, by the way. Again, very much appreciated. So today on the video, I'm doing a piece of fan art. It's been a while since I've done some straight up fan art. Been inspired by Star Wars and stuff recently with a lot of my sketches, or Shadowrun. This time it's just fan art. I'm actually drawing a picture of HOB from the video game HOB. I've been playing that a little bit recently on the PlayStation. Love that game. If you haven't played it, it's like a hack and slash puzzle game with kind of Metroid elements to it, where you need to find different pieces of armor and sword pieces to proceed throughout the game. It's very cool. It's got a very unique and interesting and awesome art style, and I just wanted to try and draw the main character in a similar way to that art style. So speaking of style, that's what the main topic of what I want to talk about today is style, and how a lot of artists, especially new artists, they fight with this idea of style. And it's not until they've fought their way through like trying to copy other artists' styles and trying to come up with their own unique idea that they find out that it's all just a load of crap. It really is. It's just all a load of crap. Some artists might say like, oh, you can't copy another artist's style or anything like that. You can. You totally can. And you might find out that you don't actually enjoy the process of how that artist gets their style. And therein lies the secret of style right there. It's not so much the end result, because the end result can always change. I've done paintings before. I've uploaded paintings recently to my gallery accounts, and the style, like the end result, is very different to, let's say, the drawings that I'm putting onto YouTube now, which are mostly comic style and line art based. But people that follow my work, or have followed my work for years, they can still see certain choices in there that I've made, and those choices are my style. It's how I've problem solved my way through comic drawings or paintings. It's the way I draw certain characters, the way I'll draw fabric flowing or whatever. That becomes my style. And just going back to the point of you can try out other artists' style and you may not actually enjoy the process, because that artist has been working that way for years probably, and they have their own shortcuts, their own tricks, all of that kind of stuff, and that's what gives them that style. And when you try and emulate that, maybe like it's very counterintuitive to how you would normally do a piece, and so you don't enjoy it, so you can't actually copy that style. But you might still learn something from it. You might learn some tricks that you do actually enjoy putting into your art, and that will then inform your style a little bit further. To bring up an artist that I really like, they actually, I think they are the biggest inspiration for me to get into concept art, and that's Matt Rhodes. If you're not familiar with Matt Rhodes' work, he worked on the Mass Effect games. He made a bit of a name for himself during the Industrial Light and Magic art challenge that was on ArtStation I think he came in second place. Some really amazing work on that. And just recently he finished his 2-year project of Tellurian, which is a very cool visual story. There's no words or word balloons or anything. It's just, you know, a few hundred paintings that tell a really cool story. So anyway, Matt Rhodes, I love his style, and it's actually something that I myself tried to emulate for years. Not during my professional work, it was just something during my personal work. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff where I couldn't actually figure out how he was doing it. And then I found a video that he had. It was almost like an interview plus a full-length playthrough of him doing his line art, character design. And there's a lot of stuff in there that I just couldn't do. I don't think I have the patience for. Like, he draws, he does the initial sketches, and then he'll do rough figure sketch in the gesture. Then he'll completely draw like the muscles of the character out, even though most of it is being covered by cloth. He takes the time to actually draw out the muscles and everything like that. And see, it was at that point I'm just like, well, I think I'm too lazy to do that. That's probably why I'm not at the level of Matt Rhodes. Maybe I should actually pull my finger out and do a little bit more of that initial. But you know, even he himself, he laughs at like the idea of doing it and that you never get to see it. But he has a process that he works his way through, and that's part. And it's all of that stuff that informs the end result of his images, his paintings. And he has a very distinct style because of that. But as I've been following him over the years, I've seen him try different stuff. I've seen him try paintings and all of that, and they're different. Like, it's almost like different media, but you can still see his overall style in that. And so those, you know, some of the stuff I think like I'm a little bit too lazy to have copied off him, but I still picked up some stuff from that video that I use, even like I'm using it in this video that you're watching now, which is the idea of layer masks to lay in shadows and highlights. And that was something that I could actually wrap my head around, and when I tried it out, it did actually save me a bit of time for my process. And I like the idea of the non-destructive work process, where you can test things out with layer masks, and then if you don't like it, you just erase back into it, but everything's still there if you want to go back and forth. So HOB's pretty much finished now. It's something a little bit different, just trying something new with this guy, something a little more cartoony, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if I was just rambling on a little bit too much about style this time, but maybe I'll have something with a little more substance next time. Thanks a lot, everyone, and don't forget to subscribe and all of that cool stuff. I'll see you later.